Okay, today what I'm going to see is a software called SAP 2000. It's a structural analysis and design software. So basically, we today I'm going to include some basic things as well as some important things regarding the model using a SAP 2000 software and how to analyze them and so design checks we are going to do using the software. So before that, this one is a plan, a simple plan I made for you all to understand. So this is under the simple plan. This is a layout, and here beam layout 3 millimeters in vertical. And normally this is a y-axis, and this one is an x-axis we are using, and I mean east and north axis as we are using when we are drawing in the AutoCAD software. And here SAP 2000 software, first of all I have to tell something before modeling a 5-story building. So before modeling 5-story building, you have to know about the normally it start from the slabs, right? It start from the slabs. There may be a code to according to some kind of codes, BS or Euro codes, you are going to design a building. So before that, according to that code, you have to know the minimum requirements before doing this analysis and before doing the model. So here when you go to the slabs, minimum reinforcement requirement account to BS. I did this one. I am going to do this one according to BS codes. So that minimum slab for the slabs, we need minimum thickness as well as the minimum reinforcement needed. So before that, so the cross-sectional area, 0. Area of 0.13 percentage, 13 percentage, it should be we have to provide the minimum reinforcement according to that. So commonly we are using in particular in Sri Lanka 12 millimeter or 10 millimeter bars for that one. Here I am going to use maybe a 12 millimeter or something, a 10 millimeter. So I am going to provide 12 millimeter here. And next minimum thickness of a slab I am going to use 112 25 millimeter, 6-inch thickness of a slab. And so we are normally using a continuous slab, so that we are using a continuous slab. So particularly I'm going to use this one, so maximum 125 millimeter. And here beam, when we move to the beam next, the beam of beam also, the area multiplied by that's the minimum tension reinforcement requirement. So we have to provide that one as well. And here I am going to provide for the beam a minimum size requirement also there. Accordingly I am going to use um, main beam of this much of size. Okay, this much of size. And here the reinforcement bar of 12 millimeter. Then the column for the columns, yeah, here also, yeah, okay. Then here column also minimum size minimum reinforcement requirement is 0.4 percentage of gross area. And minimum bar normally I am going to use 12 millimeter minimum bar for that one, for typical what we are using in our normal Sri Lankan way of doing. And here minimum we are going to use 4 bars. So just I am going to move to 4 bars, and next for that one, um, so essentials thing here I'm cover upping an essential things as only. So here the minimum column size requirement is there. So what I'm going to use is minimum is with consideration of lateral stability and will then other need things. So here I'm not going to consider those things, wind and other things. So normally this is the final summary what I used to do. So for the slab thickness is this much of thickness I am going to use, and 125 millimeter, so 12 millimeter bar, as well as 20. So for the beam for the beam consideration, I'm going to use 16 millimeter bars, and for columns I'm going to use 20 millimeter bars. Of 8 bars I'm going to use. Next 300 millimeter and 300 millimeter size of requirement I am going to use, and here for the column 20 millimeter bars. So for the beam I'm going to use 16 millimeter bars. So next size of this one 125, and size of the slab bar diameter of slab going to use 12. Here one thing is missing, beam size. So beam size requirement I already mentioned you. I am going to use this much of size, right? 300 into 600. I mean 300 millimeter width and 600 millimeter depth. Okay, 300 plus 600 millimeter, 300 by 600 millimeter beam size I am going to use. Okay, so this much of size I am going to use, right? These are the summary of things I am going to use. So now let's move to the SAP 2000 software. So when you open the software, this is an interface you can see. So in this interface, first of all you have to move to the file menu. These are the menus you can see: file, edit, view, define, and draw, all the things, and other some tabs are there, and here some kind of tools are there. So you can see selection and drawing frame or cable, and draw special joins, and quick draw frame table, tools, and most of the tools you can see here. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to move here to the new model. Okay, so if you want to serve, so after selecting the new model only you can serve. Okay, so I'm going to move to the new model first, so it may take a little much of time. After opening the new model, so basically for the our building drawings, so our building drawings, here you can see in this new model, initially you are going to work with units, right? So for the units I am going to select kilonewton meter Celsius. Okay, here this one I am going to select. Other units also there you can use. So outputs as well, using this unit. If you are using, you have to give in this input also in this unit, and you outputs also in this unit you can get, right? Then for this thing, normally we can use this one. Using, we have to design our model, our story building, using grid only option or 3D frames options you can move. right? So what I'm going to move is, first of all, I'm going to use this one using so what will be there, we can click and see here. This is the 3D frame option. Okay, so in this 3D from frame option, here you can see there are number of stories. You can use this one 3D frame as well, grid option as well. So I'm just move to and explaining using 3D frames. So what you are going to use is, so in this frame here, what you are going to use is number of stories. In this number of stories, I already told you I am going to use 5-story building. So story height you can mention there. So normally story height, so I am going to use 3.6 meter, I mean 12 feet. And here in my plan you can see, here you can see number of bays x direction and number of bays in y direction they are asking. Okay, right? So bays you can here 1 2 3 bays, and in x direction 1 2 3 bays, and y direction also 3 bays. So bays you can use 3, you can type 3 and 3, right? So typical is there, a default was there, and I changed that one. And bay width also there. If it is not in the actual width, I mean the width is not, this is in the same manner. So if it is not in the same manner, the most of the things, I mean this, say this is 3.5 meter mean, so better to use this one and model using 3.6, and you can adjust that one, right? You can adjust that one. So it for the easiness I choose these kind of things, but normally when we are modeling in actual situation, it may be not like that, right? So here 3.6 meter is the x direction, so bay width of x direction is 3.6, as well as bay width of y direction is 3 meter, right? So 3 meter, you have to select 3 meter, and story height 3.6 meter. So otherwise here I already told you, you can use custom grid as well. So here this is the custom grid. So in this custom grid system, you can give the spacing requirement of A, B, C, D grids. Within the grids, you can change the here if it is there is a 3.5, you can give 3.5 as well, right? So in this way, x and y grid system also you can change. So this is the customization. After giving that one, you can customize. So here that what I explained you earlier, right? So here what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to move to the edit grid system, and so in this place you can select the property, okay, the property of a beam as well as the column. So here also you can select the section property, otherwise you can you can just click the OK, and you can enter to the interface, and again using the menu, I mean this kind of menus also, through the menus also you can section properties you can assign there. So what I am going to do is, there's the default system is there, just click and see. I can show you here, you can add the new property as well. So here beam, add new property, just I am going for the concrete system, so I am moving to the concrete system. So this is the concrete, so rectangular property of a beam is there, so just I can give the material as well as other things as well. So what I am doing is, I am not going to do it here, so just we will move in, okay. But the problem is here, initially for doing this kind of things, you have to define the material properties, okay. Material things, material properties you have to define according to which code you are using, you have to define there. Then after you have to go and give the section property. That is the way of doing. So I'm not going to do it here, okay. Beam and column section properties, I'm not going to do it here, so just click OK. Okay, this is the 3D frame view of our building, and as well as this is the plan. Okay, this is the plan. Okay, G plus 1 2 3 4. Okay, G plus 4 is there. You can see this one is our plan view of that one, right? So this is the 3D view. So if you want to see any views here, so you can click here, as well as you can click XZ plan, as well as YZ plan, as well as XY plan. So this is in the XY plan. Okay, XY plan. So this is in a where you can see, if I go here, there's the blue color line is coming, right? So that is the first level. Okay, that's a first floor level. Okay, I mean ground floor level. Then for the first floor level, if you want to move, you can click here. Okay, you can click here, then it shows the second floor level. The blue color line is coming, right? So light blue color, this is second floor level. This is the second floor level. Here Z values also changing, right? XY plan Z values is changing. If I move this one, here you can see another Z value. Okay, this is in which level? One, first to third floor level, right? This is why, this is how you have to, you can check here also, the value is changing, right? Here also the value is changing. So the direction also, this way you can X, Y, Z and 3D. If you want 3D here as well, you can click this. So I am just keeping this one in a ground floor level, right? So after doing this one, what I am going to do is the basic things. So if you want, the basic things mean, if you want to get this one into the, I mean into a screen, you can use this rubber band zoom option, and you can click this one, so it will best fit to your window. Here the display is best fit. So if you want it, if you don't need these two displays, so you can click, you can close that one. So better you can get a one display. Okay, so if you want two displays, drop down button is there, you can click add new button. So if you want more, add new. So there are more windows you can see. So just clicking, just I am going to use two windows only, so we will see. Another thing, I already just I draw the frames, right? So I'm going beam and columns, right? So just I draw these things. So I'm going to give the define the property. Define the property mean maybe it's maybe a steel as well as concrete, maybe some kind of things. So the material property, I should, the thing should be defined to this. I mean we have to input to this software, right? So to that, to doing that one, to do that one, so XY, to do that one in, this is in zero level. So define, so first of all you have to define the material, right? Material defining, this is the way you have to go to the define menu, and the way how I came you have to do. Then if you need new material, add new material, and there are Europe system is there, and you can see, right? The China, selecting a Europe and concrete, right? Concrete. Then this is, normally I am going to use C30, grade 30 concrete, right? So selecting a grade 30 concrete, and now the material C30 37 material is defined, right? So if I already had that one, there may be this one will be come, the renamed one, the shortcut will come. So if I want to delete that one, you can click this one and just remove that, right? So another thing is, if you need to give any steel properties, just you have to go here, rebar properties, you can go there, and steel properties, you can go there, like this you can go, right? So rebar property, so here, so Europe or India, so Europe, and there's nothing, right? So here United States, so ASTM, gates are there, right? So here India or New Zealand, Russia, Spain, these kind of things are right here. Just I'm going to move to the India, right? So tension steel. So whatever the thing you can use, mile grade 2250, like this you can use, right? So say I'm going to give this one, right? So mile 250, right? So otherwise if you want another thing, so add new property, you can go to the, can move United States. So grades are there, they are the different places, they are using different way to express the things, right? So just I am using this mild steel, right? Mild steel of 250, right? So I already gave this one. This is the mild steel of 250, right? If I want to check this one again, modify. If you click modify button, here you can see the grades and all other needed things, details, right? Wait for volume and other the things, kilonewton, kilonewton meter second, Celsius and other things. You can see here, right? So otherwise you can edit that this one as well, okay. By modifying you can edit this, you can give these values as well by changing this, renaming this value, right? So just I'm giving these two for my designing work, right? Definition and the defining the materials here you can do, right? Okay, after defining that one, what you have to do is you have to assign, you have to assign the things, right? So before assigning the thing, what I am going to do is, yeah, before, yeah, we will do that one. Okay, so next I am going to define the section properties. Section properties, here area sections is there, frame sections is there. Here what I am going to do is first our frame sections, these are, okay. So beam and columns are frame section, move there, and you can give add new property and rectangular one concrete, right? So already it's add new property concrete, we have to give concrete, then rectangular, if you want circular you can give. So what I am going to give is beam, right? So beam, so write beam, the size of that one I already informed you. So this beam size here, right? So beam size is 300 by 600. So depth is 600, right? So that 0.6 meter and 0.3, right? Then other than things 125 and other things also there. So here what I'm going to give is this is the beam, right? So 6 meter, 600 and 300. You can, the shape also change, no? So next the concrete reinforcement property also you can give the material. Already we defined the material, no? Here when we click this one, here also you can click and you can add new material here also. Otherwise I already show the way of doing initial way. So now if you want to define here as well, you can do add new and you can define, but just giving this drop down menu you can get the concrete C30, 37, 30, get 30 concrete I am using. And concrete reinforcement, so section properties also here, so beam, and here concrete reinforcement I am using rebars or mild steel I am using, sorry, longitudinal bars, and tie bars also you can just I am giving rebar here, right? So beam, design type and rectangular section, and reinforcement configuration, just I am rectangular shape I am giving, and the clear curve for confinement bars we can give. Typically it's there 40 millimeter. So other than that, typical things, okay, I mean default things, just I'm using everything in default here, and minimum thing, otherwise I have to check whether it's aligned with our BS code default. Okay, default values were whether the requirement of BS code is satisfied or not, I have to check here. Okay, check or design reinforcement to be checked or not, reinforcement to be designed. So here you can give, if you want to check the thing, reinforcement to be check or design thing, you can give reinforcement to be designed. If you want to give that, if you give that one, so automatically it will design and give it you. Reinforcement to be checked, you can give there, and you are giving some kind of values, and for that reinforcement, so that reinforcement sizes you can give. So that reinforcement sizes, by getting that reinforcement sizes, right, reinforcement sizes, it will design, right, bar size. So you can select longitudinal bar size also, you can select here. So longitudinal bar rectangular configuration, longitudinal bar of a beam, longitudinal bar of a beam, I already told you. I'm going to use 12 millimeter. So twelve D, 12 diameter. Confinement bar also I can give, right? So confinement bars for the beam, the minimum requirement of practical size is 8 millimeters. So minimum requirement, what I am going to use is 8 millimeter, right? So 8D. Reinforcement to be designed, reinforcement to be checked, then OK. Then here you can click OK again. So now beam, just I am modifying this one. Beam, the size is 600 by 300, right? Okay. Now what I am going to do is again another new property. Yeah, again another new property. In this property I am going to use same concrete cross section, so rectangular one. This is for column, and the column size I already informed you. What I am going to use is here 300 by 300, right? So 300 by 300 mean 300 by 300. So same material and concrete reinforcement as well. So longitudinal bar mild, longitudinal bar size, what I am going to use is I already informed the things, right? Column, so 20 millimeter. So beam, I already told 16, right? So now 20. So longitudinal bars 20 diameter, and the confinement bars also there. So confinement bars T-reps what I am going to use for the column is also 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter. Spacing as well, here all the things we can give. So 8 millimeter diameter, spacing 150 millimeter, right? So minimum is 200, so maximum is column ties in between, below 300, so I already gave 150, right? So it's okay. And here's T-reps of here this one as well. So number of longitudinal bars, directional phase. So the 3D directional phase you can along 2 directional phase can give here, can 3 is there, right? So altogether, so here I am using 8 bars. So we can give this reinforcement to be checked. Number for the confinement bars 8. Okay. All the size, it's 3 mean, altogether it gets 8 bars, right? So it's rectangular. Okay, then give it to okay. Column size is 300 by 300 by 300. Give it okay. Then for the beam modification, any other modifications here? Yeah, for the beam requirement is beam 300 millimeter is, or the for both 300, so 8 millimeter, 200 millimeter, 16 millimeter bars I am going to use, right? So 16 millimeter bars diameter. So both direction 3, right? So altogether I am using 8 bars here as well. So click OK, be checked, okay, and okay. Then click OK. Now our beam and column sectional property as well I already assign, right? So after assigning this one, so for the first floor beams, okay, first floor beams, move here and select all the beams, right? Select all the beams and select all the beams, and you have to assign all the frame sections, okay? You have to assign all the frame sections. So frame section here, frame section here, these are beams, right? So select this one, apply, okay. Now all the beams were selected. So move to the second floor. So the easy way is there, one by one you can do, otherwise easy way is there, replicate option also there. So here, so the way is there, to the replicate method also there to do that one, but I am not using that replicate method. One by one I am going to do here. So after assigning that one, so second, so this one work is finished, then again move to the, you have to move, okay. Then after assigning that section property, what you have to do is, sorry, 3D section property. Here this is the second one, right? Second second flow level. So in the second flow level also I have to assign the same section, frame section beam, right? Before that one I have to select all the things. Here also I can select, otherwise of everything in a particular time you can select everything, right? You can select everything by giving like this. You can select everything by selection. You can see here as well, right? All the things were selected, right? So then here move to the assign and frame property and frame section. Here all the things are beam, right? Apply OK. So all the things were assigned, right? So all the things were assigned here. If you move to the 3D view here 3D view as well, you can see all the assignments. Okay, and this way you can see, right? Then thereafter your column is there, right? So your columns are there. So columns also you have to select and you have to do the work. So that what I am going to move is here I am clicking and I am getting the exact direction, and all the columns I am going to select in this way. In this way I am going to select all the columns. Next to that as well I am going to select all the columns. I am going to select here. Then next, so easy way is there. You have to do only for one particular flow level, and other needed levels you can use. There's an option called replicate. By using that one as well you can do, right? So here I plan to do in this way, right? So you can go there, and the selection you can give it in this way. So all the things were selected or not, you can see here, right? If you select this and you can rotate and see whether it's everything selected or not. You can rotate and just you have to select everything, right? First of all you have to select everything. See, you can see the selections. This one is not selected, right? If everything is selected, you can assign. So everything is selected. Okay, so you can see everything is selected. So after selection, assign frame property, frame section, column, right? Apply and OK. You can see everything is selected. If you want to see, you can see here. Everything were selected. Okay. So in plan view as well, so you can select. If you click right click here, so I already used to undo selection, so sometime assignment maybe not happen. So now, yeah, it is not happen, right? So just what I am going to do is I select everything again. Okay, I'm selecting everything again. all the things were selected, right? So after selecting, what I have to do is same way, assign frame section, so beam, apply, okay. So everything you can see, everything was selected, right? You can see everything was selected. Okay, then after assigning the things, so beam is assigned, beam material is defined, and after that beam and column and both material also defined, as well as both frame section also assigned now. So if you want to see in, say here, I'm going to move to the 3D view, and if I want to see in extruded view, there is an option called extruded thing. So you can move, you can click this check button, and here if you move here and general option, if you go to the general option and click extruded thing and apply, okay, now you can see the actual shape of your building. Okay, very nice, right? So in this way you can, if you want to more, if you want to give any other colors as well, you can give, right? You can give the color. So if you, again I have to go to the material, right? So if I want to move to the material, and sorry, if I want, I have to go to the define section property and say beam, so modify, and if I want any other colors, just I'm giving this color, so okay and okay and okay. Yeah, straight. Define section property. Okay, then this is the way of doing that one, and yes, we will check. Okay, then after that, what I want to do is find section property and column. Okay, let's see what happens. So it is because of I already assigned that one, so after changing, it's not changing that things. So again, what I'm going to do after modeling this one, there is no slabs assigned here, right? So again, I have to move and define the material property. um, I already defined the material, so I have to go and sectional property of area section. Okay, section property of area section. So in this area section, cell section, and net new section, so slab so is 125 millimeter thickness. So membrane thickness is 125, bending thickness is 125, and material here you can give. So shell thin. Then okay, now the area section is define, right? Define. Now if you want to assign that one, what I have to do is, if you want to assign that one, what we have to do is, so move to the XY plan, and so I'm at here, right? So I'm going to move to the ground floor level, and here, just here you can quick draw frame, right? If you want to draw it, right, you are going to draw a quick draw area, right? So then the area is 100 and is 25, so slab 125 millimeter. So just click, by clicking can select the area, right? So next move to that another one, and by clicking can select the areas. Quickly you can draw the areas as well. Next here, after giving these areas, so everything's were selected. Yes. Yeah. After selection, after selection, what I have to do is I have to assign that one, right, one by one. So I have to assign area section is 25. Okay. So next it is second floor, right? So to the second floor. I have to assign that one as well. Area section. Select. Okay. Next one. Okay, all the areas were assigned, right? All the areas were assigned. So after assigning all the areas, here you can see in the color view of that slabs, and in 3D diagram as well, you can see like this, right? In 3D diagram as well, you can see like this. So all the slabs were there. Otherwise, if you want here you can see this is in extruded view. Yeah, there was a mistake happened there. Selection should be yes. Otherwise just select these things and delete it out. Okay, now in the first floor level just draw rectangular area as well you can give. So this is in extruded view, right? So I am going to move to the standard view. Right now it's in the standard view. Now just click this one and apply slab like this, right? Then another flow. Next, now roof level. Okay, right. Just move here and move to the 3D view and just check about extrude. right? In this way you can uh, draw uh, all the slabs. Okay, after drawing the slabs, next what you have to do is uh, after drawing the slabs, next what you have to do is here you have to define the load cases, right? Load cases are there, you know, the load cases are there, dead load, and normally according to BS, dead load is there, live load is there, right? So dead load is linear static, and live load, so just load case type live, and the load pattern, so load case I type load live, and here I have to give live load case name. So if it is not, so load case name live, just give 0, and load pattern, so live option is not there, so we have there another way to get the live option here, so just give it here, and so live is there now. So after giving the live load, and here you have to go to the define, and you have to load pattern, you have to give the load pattern first. So load pattern, dead is there, live is there, and everything will be there. So dead load we are giving as 1, and next add new load pattern, next live, and live 0, and self might multiply 0, and give, sorry, add new, you have to give add new load pattern, and you can get live load pattern, right? So dead and live load patterns are there. If you have wind also, you can give it here, or any other loads as well, you can give it here. Then click OK, and you have to define the load combination after that. So add new combinations, and combination 1, the ULS, ultimate limit state combination. For the ultimate limit state combination, dead load 1.4, and live load 1.6. So in this way you can give combination 1, and if you need any other combination as well, SLS serviceability state, if you need, you can give that one as well. Same thing, did 1 and live also 1, and click OK. Then both dot combination is okay. Different combinations you can give it here. So after giving that one, after that what you have to do is, now the assignment is finished. So after doing these things, go and you have run analysis option, right? So you have to give the run analysis option here. So if you run the analysis, so live 1 also there. So what I'm going to do is define load cases live one. I'm going to delete that one. Then analyze, run analyze. Define run analyze, and here you can run it now. Now you can serve, say, 5 story. So now it is analyzing, so it gets time to analyze the building. Yeah, now what it's there is, yeah, there was, this is the there was a problem. Wait, Right now we will go and analyze. Okay, after analyzing the building, your building will be like this. Then we can see the mm, here animation as well. Events, right? So then after this, if you want bending moment, I mean joint reactions, you can go there and your combination, ultimately mean state combinations. So tabular or arrow form we can get, right? You can see there are loads here. So the joint loads you can get there, and for the designing of your footings, and here you can get tabulation also. You can get table form also. You can get the loads. Okay, then if you need any frame details, so ULS ultimately means state. So axial forces of members, if you need it in diagram, you can get like this, right? In diagram you can get like this. So if you need in diagram you can get like this. If you need in values, you can get by clicking that one. You can get using these values. The axial loads you can get there, right? So other than this, here the frame, and then here the, if you want any shell details, you can click that shell option. Here shear force detail, if you want shear to apply, and okay, these are the shear force detail of beams. And if you need any bending moment details, particular bending moment details option, so you can get that one as well. So if you want YZ option, and you can see the bending moments as well, right? So in this way you can see there. And after that, what I am going to tell you is uh, can get this like this. Then what I have to tell you is mm, if you need anything displays, okay, label or any other things, you can get this. You can click this join frame label, and you can see the label, because in according to this label only your mm, according to this label only, yeah, and the report, in the report also you can generate, I mean final report also you can generate by using going to the file and report setup, create report, and you can create a report in word form file, right? In word or text file you can create that one as well, final report as well. So um, so in this, in that report, the things will be there using, all the things will be there using your this label, right? This label mean that kind of a name. Okay, so it's very useful for you. So if you don't need, you can click that one and you can apply an okay, then it will be not there. So if you want anything, you can read it and you can if the display option is there, the display in this display, if you don't need any deform shape, you can click that one. So deform shape view ls if you need, and okay, you can get that deform shape as well. So if you don't need that deform shape, just you can click this one. And other than this, what I have to tell is you can get serve and print graphics, so you can print this one in the graphical view as well. If you want this, you can serve it up. Okay, then how we are analyzing this one? Here you have to go after run the model, or steel frame design or concrete frame design. Now you are designing a concrete frame, right? So concrete frame design, you have to go here and so view references. In these view references, you have to select your code. Code of reference is BS code, right? So here you have to check that BS code here. Here, this is your BS code. You have to select that one and you have to click OK. Now the your BS code is selected. Then you have to move to the same there, and you have to start check of structure of structure you have to do here. So when you go there, when you click that one, the here this is a your ratio of capacity and structure demand capacity ratio is there. So your capacity, the ratio should be below this one value. Okay, all the things were, now the color, you can see the color, all the colors were light blue color, mean here within this region, so it's good, right? So I mean your structure, if it is more than one, it is not good. I mean if any colors shows in red, okay, it's not good, right? Not good. So your design is okay, right? Your design is okay now. If you need any details, just click that member and click right click, and your member details will, you can see capacity ratio, it's below 1, so it's better, it's good, right? So your design is okay, right? So design is okay there, right? If you need to generate any tables or any deflections or anything else of this design, so what you have to do is you have can so shell also can go there. So it is only Eurocode this there, right? You are designing a frame, right? So no need to do that one. Here if you need anything else, any values, anything, any values or any bending moment values or any displacement values or any other values, just go there and show table. You analyze results you can get from here. Run information, join output, element output, and design data, design forces, design frame, design shells, everything is there, right? So you can get that one. Concrete frame, you can concrete summary data, you can get here. Click that one and open, and all the data is there, right? Here you can see the member detail, member number detail, and column detail, and design option checked, and column, and location also there, and all the details were here, right? So if you need any other details as well, you can get shear force and all other things also you can get. So you can select and analyze result, run information also you can get here. If you need run information, click there. So information, so I can get here display table. If you need analyze results, all the analyze results and design data, so you can click and you can get all the details here. After getting all the details, if you want to show these details in Excel file as well, you can generate an Excel file of those tables as well. So for your designing time you can use that one as well, right? So here say one thing, display show table, and if you need this element output only, say this only this element output and frame output, see we can get all the frame outputs. It's take little time. Here here one thing, it's for model and dead loads and all the outputs were given in all the way, right? So what you can do is display show table option here. You can give the load cases as well. You can only select this ultimate limit state as well. So if you select only that, you can get only that value, right? Only ultimate limit state here. ULS is there, only that situation. What are the forces, shear forces, bending moments, okay, all the things you can get during the combination time. All the frame these are the frame that labels, okay, member, you can identify the member using that one, right? So in this way you can that. Otherwise after that one is balance, I have to tell. So you can export file using Excel spreadsheet and AutoCAD file as well, Revit file as well you can export, or you can import that AutoCAD files as well, right? All the files as well. So create a report. So what I'm doing is creating report now. So just five story, click five story, and you can get a text file. Otherwise, file report setup, text file, create report. Just five story text file, okay. Now you can get the full of report of your analysis, right? Okay, all the details you can get here. Otherwise RTF file, Microsoft Word. So in this way you can get SAP 2000 analysis report, 5-story building, right? So join coordinate, join restraint, all the contents was there, right? So these in-depth details you can collect from using this. Yes, in-depth details you can collect from this SAP 2000 software. That's all. And these are the basic things I plan to explain you. Some of the things I think and I hope some of the basic things and some of the things you got from this software and this explanation session, so it may helpful for you. And here another thing is you can design on not only the building, here 2D trusses and this kind of special things as well you can design, right? So so beam design and your and all the analysis work using this kind of a typical model and your default models, by clicking that one as well you can do all the analysis system. Okay, so you can all the system can be analyzed using the software. So that's all for today, and thank you very much for watching this video. And if anything else for you to discuss with me, or anything else to clarification if you need it, you can give a comments. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video.